Thank you. We'll have a bit of time for some discussion, not a great deal, but we do want to get Irene from Marshall Islands to do a response. So I'll just be asking the technicians to get us Irene, please. Is there any, just while we're waiting for that, oh, there's Irene. Welcome, Irene. Would you like to respond, please?
Thank you. And if you didn't hear what I said, my opening remark was that I wanted to thank ITS for giving the opportunity to talk about the first challenge, which was the system went down. And I think that that is, of course, the primary challenge that we do face in the region in terms of all learning technologies that we're developing. The switch off, the inability to see PowerPoints, and the disconnection that students have with some of the learning technologies, because mostly they're learning in isolation, one from each other. In terms of open educational resources, of course that's a matter for the departments and faculties. So I really don't have a lot to say about that, except that we have been using open education resources for a long time, and now we're just beginning to label them. And whatever is good for the students at the university, as long as they're repurposed so that they can fit the context, then of course that's something that we support. We recently had an example of an examination where students were asked to write about squatter settlements, and the students were totally unable to relate to that in the Marshall Islands. So repurposing and making sure that materials fit the local context will remain one of our unique challenges at USP. If I can also comment on the first, the keynote speaker this morning, Professor Kirsch. I think that USP is really making a good start in terms of the first year experience. And it was disappointing in a way that Success at USP doesn't appear on the university website, because I think a lot of the elements of good preparation for our students and empowerment for the students is within Success at USP. I think those are my comments for now. Thank you.
Would there be any comment from the audience at this stage? We just take one or two questions. No? Nothing? Okay. Ian, please.
I think a fairly simple question to those people that are currently using OERs. To how much training did it take you to do that, or was it just common sense? Did you need to have some training? Did you need to develop special skills, or was it just Googling?
Yeah, so it's just finding the right resources. So I was lucky to have that particular website, which is the first one I tried, to find exactly what I needed for that course. But there are so many other resources on the net, it's just a matter of looking and finding. That, of course, can be a little difficult, but so it depends on the particularities of the course that you're trying to design. Training, nothing. No training, nothing special except using Moodle as we do for any other course, and reading, using the PDF reader. That's it, basically.